Absolutely.
And we're back. Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, as everybody comes back in, we'll let Jay build. I just want to let you guys kind of know, for people, about detoxing. One great way that people don't understand is that they try to clean up their diet, they try to clean up their habits, they try to start eating more clean foods, more raw foods. And what you have to understand is that it's a process. You have to, like for myself, I saw all these grapes that weren't seedless, so I went crazy. I bought 3 of them, right? Because that's one great way to detox your lymphatic system. Because you have to think about it. You have years and years in your stomach of all this gunk, trash, toxins, whatever you want to call it, that you fed your body for years, and then you go clean. Your lymphatic system isn't working. So that's why a lot of people fall back. That's why a lot of people say this isn't working, or whatever excuses they make. You have to clean out your lymphatic system, because that's the sewage system. So that starts cleaning out your system. When I tell you I started eating those grapes today, my God. So a good rule is to just do a good grape juice fast for about 20 days and see the difference, see what comes out of you. And then you can start replenishing your body. Then you can start rebuilding your body, because people just want to automatically change their diet, and it's counterproductive. Does that make sense? So yeah,
Absolutely.
I was excited to see. I've been looking for grapes, real grapes, and I finally found them. I went crazy and bought a whole shitload of them. So
Yeah, the one good thing
the
about
things that make you
being here,
happy,
you can
right? The
get,
things that make you happy. But
yeah, no, you can get seeded fruit here.
right, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's rough in Orlando. You got to know people. So
They say if it ain't seeded, don't eat it.
Hey man, at least you're closer to the tropics. I'm in
absolutely.
Tennessee, and Tennessee is hard to get stuff here, man. I mean, you still get them, but they're not like genuine organic.
This
Not
is
even
crazy.
like a
But
lot of the
guess what?
stuff that
Nothing's organic.
Yeah.
Nothing's organic now. It's impossible.
Unless I've come to that understanding too. Unless you have a greenhouse
Yeah.
protecting your vegetation, or your
Yeah.
permaculture, or you have something underground where you're farming, everything is toxin. It really is. Like, you can just
Yeah.
bless your food, wash your food, bless it, wish for the best. But if you're not practicing covering your own vegetables and fruits,
because the chemtrails and shit.
absolutely,
Yep.
absolutely.
Hey man, listen, man. I've been telling people about this for a long time, and people don't listen. So I just stop. Hold on, my camera's falling. So I look out the window every day, my window right here, and I see the trails, man.
Listen, but not just trails. They're drawing pentagrams and stuff in the sky. I got pictures. When I was in Holland. I'm gonna see if I can look through but I'm on this phone. I think it's on this phone.
So wait, now they're doing rituals too?
Yes, they draw pentagrams. They draw the Masonic symbol.
Compass.
They do it in patterns like that. It's unbelievable. Let me see if I can find that picture. Hold on.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, you can even see the manipulation of the clouds. They look like ripples. They look like frequencies within a cloud. Like, it's unnatural. Like, it's not.
Of course
even,
it's not.
It's not even a secret anymore. You know what I mean?
Like, I have a friend who I was showing that to, and he told me, wait, isn't that normal? Airplanes are supposed to leave that trail. And I'm like, no, you see a little bit coming out and it's disappearing behind the airplane. But when you see a long trail like that, like across the sky, and it's still there, that's not normal. It's not normal.
Oh, it's not. I know. I used to work on aircrafts. I know all about it. Like, it's no secret.
Man,
It is.
this is crazy.
But that's it goes back to that point though, about food, about being organic. Like, they've already polluted the ground. They're polluting the air. The water's polluted. You know what I mean? So if you don't have a natural spring, or if you're not, doing like a reverse osmosis on the water, and gardening and having it covered, or going underground, like, it's gonna be contaminated. Like, they're making it very difficult. Put it that way.
This is crazy.
It's always on the big cities. I don't know if you noticed that. Every big city you go to, that's where the trails are. Because right here where I'm at, I'm really close to Nashville. But I'm in the outskirts of Nashville. I'm not right in the center. So I see a lot of those trails mostly are towards the center, where most people are concentrated. And it's really sad to see that, man. Let me tell you. But you know what? It is what it is. But again,
That's it. That's it.
No matter what's happening out there, man, I always feel this is how I've always felt, and every time it's being shown to me more clearly that I am protected. I have nothing to worry about, man. You can be in the middle of a war, but if you feel that you're protected, if you really trust, you're gonna be good.
Absolutely.
Totally.
It sounds silly to a lot of people because most people react and they want to do something about it. But if you gotta trust in a higher power, that's why you're here. If you don't trust in you're breathing, you don't control your breathing, you don't control your heartbeat. So there's something that's giving us life. Have faith and trust. That's how I see it. I've been through a lot, man, and I'm still here.
Real talk.
Yeah.
No, real talk. Yeah, create your own reality. Absolutely. Jay, so Nemo.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Get into Nemo. Yeah. My son, he always
That was my daughter's favorite movie.
listen, my son Julius, he's a genius. I'm just gonna go ahead and just say it. He is. He's literally put me in the direction literally for everything that we study. He always just says it, and then I have to look and watch everything that he says. So today he said he wanted to watch Nemo, and he's been wanting to watch Nemo a whole lot as of late. And it's weird because he never even really cared about it before, but recently he's wanted to watch it. So today we were like, all right, we're gonna watch it. And Santana was like, you know what? Nemo spelled backwards is omen. So for you to start talking about the fish and you start talking about 3 omens, I was like, all right, this is not a coincidence. So I want to hear about the fish.
Yeah. Well, okay. So could my brother Raphael, could you type in this name here? It's called Amplectobulua. AMPLECTOBELUA. Once again, AMPLECTOBELUA.
I got it. I'm gonna share, so you can go right ahead, brother.
Yeah, and perfect. Go to the Wikipedia, and we're just going to jump into what this thing means and what we're dealing with. And I'm just going to sort of walk through the anatomy of the human and hopefully some remedies. So it's, first of all, it says it means embracing the beast. From the Cambrian, so-called. I'm from Cambridge. Okay, this is interesting. In England, Cambridge, Yorkshire, New York, right? So when we're talking about mark of the beast, if we're eating fish, shellfish allergies, right? If you're eating the fish and the cell of fish, you're gonna have a hard time understanding what you're dealing with. Is the mark of the beast is this thing right here. And so this thing morphs into insects, it morphs into parasites, it morphs into, it doesn't care about your ego. Doesn't
That
care
must
about,
be that thing that Tony was talking about. What do you call it? A mimic? A mimic?
Mimics.
Anemone, right?
No, mimics.
No, it sounded like mimics, but it's something. It's a mimic. It's something weird. But yeah, that must be what he's talking about.
now, oh, hold on, my brother. I want you to go, sorry, back up. I want to go to something. Go to the arthropods for me, please. So we can know what arthropod means. Okay, arthropod, it means the joint and the foot. Now look at this thing right here. Look at what we're dealing with. That looks like a katana, a war weapon. Every alien movie, Scorpion King, you name it. We're dealing with this, but this is a part of us. The joint and the foot is your arthropod. Now, I encourage people with their iPod and their tripods, 2 peas in a pod. Be careful what you say. Yeah. And be careful with your electronics. And like my man said, Alberto, I'm using my phone to actually protect myself because I'm grounded and the phone is leading me here. The angels will guide you through the things that are, let's just say, very complicated and that look like this. This is very hard to defeat. This is a fish, insect. Look at the different forms. It's a butterfly. Now, what is the butterfly in the mouth in MK Ultra? What are they telling us really? Okay. Now we know that we have a locus, remember Carulas, the locus or la vida loca. It handles fear in the brain. It's the blue spot. Okay.
Right.
The locust. We can sense these things, but we have no common sense. We have the television review. We're using the iPod or the entertainment to stimulate our feet, our joints that are related to demons that are whooping our ass. And we are related to that. Now, could you go back to the other screen again, my brother? So I'm just showing humans that we relate to the beast. Could you go to, let me see, radiodont. Radiodont will blow your freaking mind. A radiodont? Interesting term, is it not? Once again, your electronics. Be careful. Radio Rahim, these things, right? Now look at the images and just take your time and just process what we're looking at here. Once again, parasitic, fish-like, insect, a shapeshifter, something underneath you, okay? Now, if you scroll down a little bit, my brother Radiodont, it explains what it is. It's very important, this one. This one's very important for everyone who's an alpha and likes to get into their, slow down there. Etymology, what does it say? Radiodonta is the spoke of a wheel and your tooth. Now, what is Bluetooth? Watch me cook this. What is riding or dying? What is the wheel in the tarot? The wheel of fortune. There is something interesting. So I'm just dancing, but my omens took me to this. So what is your sex drive? What is driving us crazy? What is getting into our body? How are these parasites ruling our mind and blocking us from seeing what the real demon is in the room? It's in the water world. What is the Kevin Costner movie, Waterworld? Wonder Woman letters. You see where I'm going here? Leviathan in the Bible, right? Now the hippocampus, it means a dolphin. Fact. How do dolphins communicate, my people?
Sonar.
You see where I'm going here? You have to learn. And so I'm going to simplify. This is deep shit. The spoke of a wheel. So this thing that is looking like a parasite in a war thing, that's a part of your joint, your foot, and your Bluetooth. There is a way that we can send a vibration, Om, while you must chant and learn mantras. And like my man Alberto said, you have to have faith, because faith and magic and numerology and just dancing with your own version of the tarot and just trusting in your own fate will communicate and echo. Dolphins echo. They bounce off of each other's vibration. They don't get physical. They don't have to do any martial arts, really. They're communicating through their blowhole, their pineal gland, which is also your pine cone or your penis. Now, how many of us, once again, we smell like fish down there, don't we, when we get freaky? It's okay. So we're just going to relate and have solutions. Who are you having sex with? What is your sexual energy like? And once again, how much fried fish, how much money are they making off of fried fish, my people? Go to New Orleans and crab meat. You get crabs as an STD, yes or no? Are you kidding me? You're a crab in the bucket? These terms are telling us what we're dealing with. I believe it's an insectoid, it's a fish thing, it's something that's a hybrid that knows how we move, people. It knows how we dance. So we have to learn how to do what? How to move. Okay? So, radiodonta, what is your radioactive energy? How many things are radioactive? What is creating the radio? Your fish. Where is all your satellites? NASA lies to you. Your satellites are where? They're in the freaking water.
Right.
Yeah. When you eat the fish, they're high in mercury, inverted. Okay? That's your hermit, people. That's your Messiah. So you're eating, this is simple. You stop eating mercury. Inverted, that is your Thoth. Thoth is the messenger. When you die, you cannot be vouched for because you're eating the alien. You're Sigourney Weavering yourself. Does this make sense to you all?
Yeah.
Of course.
So fasting, really, the diet, never mind like getting physical, like whatever we need to do to deal with the demons that have whooped our ass for how many damn centuries, and how come they're so good at this? They know your joints. They know your tooth. Now punch in Bluetooth the Viking, please, for me. Bluetooth the Viking, because I've mentioned the anatomy, and I'm
Yeah,
now
I saw this. Yeah.
this is a very important thing to see because my manager at my
Yeah.
store, there we go, told me about this individual. So I just told you, who is that person really? Now, was that person taken over by parasites and had a certain energy and could see how you dance in a dark, demented way through the what? Through the fish, through the underwater satellite world of, I don't know, let's say your reptilians, your Aquaman people. You have statues. How many statues of mermaids that we see all over medieval worlds? Yeah? With Poseidon and shit? Hippocampus. Now go to hippocampus for me real quick. Hippocampus and etymology. So I can just simplify this to get people to really understand to not mess with your brain. The food you're eating, especially fish, is allowing you to become prey. I swear to God. And when you go to church and you pray, you're becoming the prey because you're frying your fish. Who is Lawrence Fishburne? You hear that actor's name? Mr. Matrix guy? Yeah.
Huh.
Fish fry? Okay, hippocampus, what does it mean? It means
I'm
Neptune.
still here, guys. I'm still here. Okay.
You're good. Neptune, I'm going to slow it down. And I'm going to ask Alberto if he's having any aha moments here to sort of use his understanding of the tarot. Neptune, right, is Poseidon.
Neptune rules the waters above.
Let's go.
Neptune rules the waters above. So it pretty much controls everything that has to do with the waters. It's the god of the waters is Neptune.
Now that's brilliant. Now watch this. Now, did I mention saying echoes and dolphins, right? Your hippocampus means a dolphin. Look, it's right there, a dolphin or a fish. It's so simple. I've been saying this for years. And then the omen about that that creature I just showed you, I can't pronounce the name, something Labua, which looks like a war, like a scorpion on steroids, right? That if it gets into you, what's getting into your intestines? What's a tapeworm? Anything that's creating autism or your attention span. What made me hyperactive? All the sodium, all the shit that we're eating. It's the fish, baby. The mercury in that fish is, my opinion, the most powerful poison that's getting us, pardon me, to be mind control. So if we could do mantras together and use our hippocampus and echo and yodel, literally go to mountains with your brother, your sister, or by yourself, and you fast and you flush out, you enema flush, honeys. You got to enema flush. I can't stress this enough. The colonists, Christopher Columba, they got into your ass and they wiggle with parasites, right? So when you're breakdancing and you're doing the worm, listen, you've been dancing with the truth. We have the ability to vibrate with Neptune's chariot, to vibrate the dome by talking with NuRich, with Alberto, with listening to each other. But then the solution is what? Doing a mantra or just chanting at a certain time to the sky. Yes, especially at night when you moon gaze, brother. What are our thoughts on moon gazing? Anyone want to talk about the moon? Alberto, vibration, or Raphael? I'll drop the mic and let y'all dance with me now, please.
Yeah. The moon controls the emotions, and the body's at least 70% water, so it affects your whole being, especially when it's full. That's why the tide of the ocean rises with the full moon. The moon is what's moving the tides up and down, so that's why it affects your feeling. In astrology, it has to do with your reactions.
Reactions. And how is everyone reacting? Impulse. They have hypertension.
Definitely.
The 10 is there. The number 10 is there. Slow it down. Internet has 10. We're in a net. Now, how do you catch your fish? If you want to get a lot of fish, one of my buddies told me they use a big ass net to get all the crawfish, right? Okay. How did the Vietnamese, the Viet Cong, whoop our asses? Booby traps with nets dropping on your, yeah, it's no game. You get a hair net for your black women or your black men that want to get waves. So we have to simply convert the pop culture. I don't want to damn us for all the things that we thought were cool. It's just that the things that we thought were cool are actually weapons to get us to get out of the waters. We're drowning. We're drowning in our sorrows. It's the diet, man. Fried fish. Yeah. If you want to chime in, Ariel, on any aha moments about fish, fried fish, or anything I've said, let's go.
Well, fish was one of those things that I always, that would be the one meat that I would do it. And I was actually just telling Raphael that before we even started the recording. And I was telling him that, we pretty much just do vegetables and we do eat grains though. We haven't gone like not eating grains. But now I'm really trying to figure things out now because, man, Tony saying that you really can't eat the corn. Like, I mean, it's just so much. And it's like people have to figure out how to find a balance. Because it's like I see Jay eating dandelions like every day. And it's like, that is so amazing, right? It's empowering because these are considered weeds and they're everywhere, right? But the idea that that they're literally spraying shit in the air that's contaminating everything. And it's just like, damn if you do, damn if you don't.
Can I help you with that? That's a good point. No, it's a very good point because now they have a bunny rabbit disease. It's called RH some shit. Yeah. I had a customer break it down to me. And I'm like, oh, hell, I knew it's man-made, but I let them talk. So rabbits also have coronavirus. Here's how you know.
Well, no, that rabbits are like #1 test thing that they use, specimen use in lab. They've been using rabbits forever. That's why
Here's how you know how to eat from the ground. Okay, because it's not doom and gloom. Because I live in Iowa and there are certain parts of the grass. Of course, your chemtrails, it is what it is, right? But if you look at my skin, if you look at me, I am hope. I'm not bragging.
Right.
I'm hope, right? I'm making it work. Okay, I'm 46. I'm looking still 30 something. So I'm grateful. You look for ants, bugs crawling in the grass, life, simple. Mm-hmm. Birds hanging out, dip, 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 simple. You go to that part of the grass and you eat from this, or you stand barefoot on this. And if you want to grow something, I made a horrible mistake. I put wrong dirt in my plant that I chanted to Hare Krishna and they grew back to life. Well, I killed my plants, but here they are, the leaves. I saved them, thank God. They're immortal. But you want to use the right dirt. So my buddy told me, no, you want the dirt with bugs, once again, life around it, okay? Yeah. So there is a solution. So we don't want to be too paranoid because there is a way. We're immortal. We have, listen, if my brain means a dolphin, do you know how high of an octave a dolphin is? Let's go to Waterworld. Then we go to the amusement park and you watch the guy with the, taming that shit and it jumps up and it bounces balls and shit and it's doing all this interesting. Okay, that's your brain.
It's like the one thing in the ocean that we actually communicate with.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? You guys are talking about fish and the ocean and salt, and I'm here eating seaweed.
I saw that. Yeah, dude.
Nothing is a coincidence. I'm thinking about all of this, and then she was mentioning Nemo, and then you talk about the fish and Omen, and I'm eating seaweed, and I'm like, holy crap! How did this? Nothing is.
You can't make this stuff up.
I brought this before I even jumped on the call.
Listen, Jay is constantly on his podcast trying to make people understand that magic is real. Like, it's real. Nobody gets it. Nobody gets it.
And kind of jumping up. Go ahead, Jay.
So I'm so sorry. I want to now dance with something a little more intense. So I emailed you something, Raphael, about the 13th nerve. The 13th nerve relates to exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. And now what's funny is when I looked it up, guess what number appeared in the search engine? 537. I can't make it up. My prime numbers of my name, the angels are literally shape-shifting into the numbers of everyone's name. So we have to start thinking creatively about how to see an omen, not only see it and get amazed by it, but how to empower other people and encourage them to see their shit. Because that's also the problem. Is it now I'm a God figure? Well, I'm the truth and just follow. That's the damn problem. No,
Yeah,
you
and it's like let's get rid of the labels, let's get rid of the titles, because once we get rid of all of that, then everything else goes out the window. When race is not a discussion, when boss and student is not a discussion, when it just becomes we're just people and we're getting information and it's an exchange, that's just what it is.
Yeah. Raphael?
Yeah, I'm pulling this up for you right now, Papa.
Thank you, my man. I appreciate that. Okay, so I highlighted 537 as a prime number of my name. Now I'm going to shout out, that is Mars, Scorpio, insect. What are the odds that in the tarot? It's Mars, Aries, Jupiter, Taurus, and Leo, because 537 is a prime number of 185. Jay, slow it down. 185 is 14 for 5. 5 is your Mars is talking to me, telling me this is it. Your cranial nerves, if you look at, it says, okay, first discovered 1870 in sharks and other types of fish is your 13th nerve. Now slow it down, Jay. Your 13th nerve is awfully close to your reptilian brain, yes or no? It has to hit that one first. The low brain, the survivor brain, the I don't believe you brain, the oh, I want to watch TV brain, the oh, I'm a better this, I'm a better that. Okay, this is the problem. When we're eating, slow it down, when we're eating the mercury, what is happening, you're not raising, your vagus nerve is not lighting up, ding, ding, ding. It's not hitting the bells. Your cerebellum is a bell. You can't hear it. When you have an aha moment, it's literally making the bell of Notre Dame, ding, ding, ding. How many people can't have aha moments though? And if they have an aha moment, it's, oh yeah, didn't Michael Jordan score as many points as Kyrie Irving back? And right, you see where I'm going here. They always associate, right, the aha moment with a celebrity and not the celestial. Now I want you to punch in, Raphael, for me. This thing is very important. It is, okay, Bihar, India. Type in lightning strikes, Bihar, Bihar, 33 people killed. Will blow your damn mind, where I'm going to go with this one, and I'm going to wrap it up. I'm almost done. Because, I mean, I see it clear. The patterns and it's the anatomy. Okay, let's see, what does it say? Does it say, okay, so there was a lightning attack recently in Bihar. So it should show, it mentions 33 people died somewhere. I'm wondering if it will show that somewhere if we keep looking.
It just recently happened because there's one with 83.
83? Well, I'm looking at one. Hold on. Mine is.
Oh, here it is. I got it right.
There it is.
Okay, cool. All right. Now watch this. Very simple. We have 33 bones in our spine. Now watch this. Now either that's your manipulation, your demon race did that, or that's because we're not conscious. And Jupiter, Jesus, ding, 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 you're living in a dome, baby. Your cortex means the bark of a tree, your brain. If you're not connected, it's going to happen regardless of whether we like it or not. We're going to be hit, and the anatomy is warning you, empowering you at the same time. It's warning you, I repeat, and empowering you, and it will kill you with the numbers. That's not Freemasonry. Okay, 33rd degree, I believe that Jupiter, the lightning, boom. If we're all on a certain numerology octave, but we're not getting the bells and whistles, you feel me? And we're eating the mercury and we're talking shit and we're divided and we don't believe in magic, you know, or we don't reach out to an Alberto or someone who's doing their version and letting go of the fear, then nature's gonna take you out. So I just wanted to show that out of love and to wakey people, because either we're going to get it from our own poisonous diet. You're going to get it from the Illuminati. Okay, hi, it's also us. Hi, Big Brother watching us. You're going to get it from your government, right? You're going to get it from an accident. You didn't know any better, but still doesn't make it right. You will die by your accidents. And you will get it by nature. Simple. You will get it by nature. So it's serious, and it's time for us to have remedies. What's the remedy? Very simple. Meditation. breathing and pulling up your vagus nerve, fasting, getting out the crap that's in your system. If you're overweight, don't give up. How many people are overweight? They give up and they oh, I'm going to be a pescatarian. You see, pesticide. Got to be careful. I'm not judging you. That is your Jesus fish. You're eating your own symbol of God. And then it makes you literalize the God. It makes you see God like literally as a white guy with blonde hair, because you see what it does? It makes you stimulated, overstimulated, overthinking, but not seeing that you are everything. You're everything. And nature has no discrimination, honey.
No. And it's rules. It's
Yes.
clear rules. It's clear rules. And that's, you were able to show an algorithm with the diet. Like, you know, it's the same exact thing. Santana was just showing what happened to Mexico when whatever you want to call it, God or whatever you want to call it, that the supernatural that you cannot explain. Those things, earthquakes, these things happen. These things happen when you watch terrible things taking place with humanity. And you just prove that it's also happening with the diet. So it's all in the same. That's amazing.
Yeah, it is. And so what's also amazing, could you please also, Raphael, one more thing. Could you please research Mount Mandara? MOUNTMANDARA. This is for remedies, because I'm not about doom and gloom. I'm a different kind of truth. We're very powerful. Even the dumbest person missing their teeth is useful. Useful in doing a ritual to echo. Yeah. And you send a vibration and you ripple words.
How did you spell that?
Oh, so sorry. It is it's Mount where did it go? Mount Mandara, MANDARA. And I'm going to show everyone an image. Mandara. This is how we're going to do this. It's simple. Our ancestors, God bless them. And go to the images, please. I'm sorry.
I don't think this is the right one.
Oh, it should say Mount, pardon me, hold on. Mandara with an R, MANDARA, my bad.
There we go.
Go to the images. There should be a painting or like a drawing of them. Okay, this is the wrong one. Hold on. Wikipedia, just Mount Mandara with no Cameroon. Yeah. There we go. That one right there. Yeah, that one right there, sir. Enlarge in that. Thank you and bless you. So this is about us. This is what we're dealing with. This is how your ancestors. It's called tithing. Look at how it's two different energies pulling a serpent, a fish. And
I saw this.
Yeah, dude. This is a metaphor. They're doing this with their brain, not physically. It's a way to do that, but none of us know how to chant at all. At all. That right there is taming this the thing in the middle. It's a female. You want to get into it? Okay, I had a girlfriend that smelled like fish down there. I loved her, but the woman symbol, it's real talk. It's real talk. The sweetest, and I had no problem performing, by the way. It was not gross.
That's gangster.
I loved her. I did. It was fine. I'm just saying.
May I say something?
Of course.
Santana was right.
This coincidence just keep popping up, man. Like before jumping on the call, I was talking to a female and she was talking about women smelling like fish down there.
Woo!
And it has to do with toxins.
Yes.
If you like women who drink a lot of liquor, which is toxins, women who smoke a lot of cigarettes, anything that has toxins will make you smell down there. Men or women, but women because the vagina is wet.
It's fermentation. It starts to yeast.
And women are the first people to know. So the women who you are smelling, they know. They know.
And if you don't know, you got to do the finger test. But look,
They know.
what's so interesting is I have this app here because the thing about mantras is very important. even if you do a simple mantra of just Om, that alone right there it's changing the frequency and the vibration of your torus field and connecting. I have this app here where it literally tells you, like I just turned it on, and it tells you what to chant because depending where the moon is at. So right now the chant is see if I can play this. Because that's the position of the moon right now. So that's what you're supposed to chant. So it's very specific with the celestial and with the orbits of the planets. So chanting is very, very important. It's a
You know,
portal
I
that
have,
we,
that's really well, that's very good point that you said that. So now let's add in this. We have a lunate moon bone in our wrist. So now be creative. Okay, your ancestors, they had all this stuff. Just don't think. You're already sacred. So there are several versions of mantras. So I've learned about 3. So the Hare Krishna one, it goes Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Then I say Shiva, Boom, Om, and my name. And then I had one for the sun, Om, Ram, Reem, Ram, Saha, Suya, Yanamaha. Right after that. And then I go Om, Chandra, Yanama. And then I have the Buddha one, Om, Ah, Hum, Vajra, Vagina, Guru, Padma, City, sex in the city. The inner city. So here's the problem with this stuff though. When you try to get people to actually learn it, it's intimidating. Listen, I was horrible in school. Okay, I had learning disabilities, boo-boo. I had ADHD, very hyper. If my black ass or my mixed ass can figure this shit out with all that stuff in my head, and I'm not even from India or Asia so-called, but I am, anyone can do it. So that's the issue, low self-esteem. Don't worry how you sound. Don't worry about sounding stupid. First of all, Om is medulla oblongata letters. You're saying your head. I've told customers that. They were like, oh shit, yeah. They're getting what I'm saying, dude. And I'm selling them fish and meat, but the difference is I'm directing their energy towards the numerology, towards the magical moment now, towards you aren't actually an eater and a shopper anymore. You're a past energy meeting up with someone that wants you to hear me because I need you to be a ripple in time, to rip that dome, as Alberto said, that Neptune rules. We're living in a crystalline sea. We're living in someone's thought bubble. Thought bubble. Go to the comic books. What comes out of their mouth? What do you see? Fish. Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Fish. We're in a tank. It's so simple. I believe it's the seafood. Your seafood is your seafood. It's the same letters. So be careful. Chinese people, I love you. They love seafood in China.
They love pork too.
Whoop, girl, and insects on a stick.
they eat anything. They really do. They really do.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. That's why they were able to convince people so easily that about the wet markets. That's why, because everybody can just say, oh, well, Chinese people, they just eat anything. And it's like, when you generalize like that, it makes it tricky.
And it's just,
it makes it tricky.
No, it is tricky because if you think about it, look, they sell you off of fresh fish. It still stinks.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just so crazy.
People don't even think.
Because they do. We know that they cook a lot of animals. We know that they cook cats. We know that they cook dogs. We know that they cook all kinds of things. We know that. It's just crazy because you find out about all these different cultures within China. China's so big, and like you have like a whole section where the Uyghurs are, the people who get experimented on, and if they're super, super poor, like you have no idea how poor some people over, like those Kazakhstan people, like, I mean, they are super, super poor, and they don't even have any say, like what they're trying to do, the WHO with the military.
We got 5 seconds.
All
Oh
right.
yeah.